Hello everybody, welcome back. This is your tropical update for August 23rd. We're currently watching two areas of interest and an invest, which we won't be watching tomorrow, but one of these areas of interest may be an invest by tomorrow. We'll talk about all that over the course of this video. Area of interest located north of the continent of South America due to lots of cold air in the region, resulting in collision, of course, of the warm air over the tropics and that cooler air over South America, leading to some convection over the region of the Eastern Atlantic there. We have Invest 90L over the Central Atlantic, which is basically dissipating out at this point, and a very strong tropical wave located over Africa at the moment, of course, making its way off the coast here soon. So let's start first with the area of interest east of the windwards at the moment. Tropical alert in effect for the windwards, Jamaica and southern Hispaniola. That's both the Dominican Republic and Haiti for potential impacts down the road. And probably 5 to 7 days from now is when we'd see impacts near the Jamaica and Hispaniola areas. National Hurricane Center is saying a 20% chance of formation within the next 5 days. Models are really starting to like this one. There's been a little bit of model support before today, but today there's enough support for me to make a video out of it. And again, I'm not making this video for the invest. I'm making this video for this area of interest right here. A big concern heading into the Caribbean Sea, and potentially something that we're going to have to watch down the road, and we'll continue to do so as we move on with time. Invest 90L, look at it. There's no convection with it. No rotation. National Hurricane Center down to 0% chance of formation within the next 5 days. No longer expected to develop. Winds, nothing crazy either. So that's that on 90L. See you next time. But we do have an area of interest located over Western Africa at the moment that'll make its way off the coast here in a day or two, and it could develop as we head into the weekend or early next week. And as a result, National Hurricane Center is seeing a 20% chance of formation within the next 5 days. Those in the Cabo Verde Islands need to keep an eye on this one, and I'll show you why here in a second once we get to the computer models, which will happen after the impact map. The impact map here showing the regions that could be affected by tropical cyclones over the next 7 days. As we can see here, we have the windwards, of course, South Hispaniola, Jamaica, and Cabo Verde, as I mentioned earlier. Again, and you can also see all three areas that we're watching for potential development on the screen here as well. So again, the point of this graphic is to show the areas that have a heightened risk of tropical cyclone weather. And again, it can go up to higher, moderate, or even higher, even when the storm is still an invest, just to show you guys what potential impacts can come with a storm, even though it may not have a name yet. So this is a good graphic. I make it myself, and that's kind of what we have to go with on that. The European model showing our area of interest heading towards the windwards and then making its way towards Jamaica. The GFS model I'll show here in a second takes it a bit to the north of that. It also develops that area of interest over the coast of Africa and heading towards Cabo Verde, in fact, so quickly that it could be a tropical depression over the islands there, and that's worth noting. The GFS doesn't quite develop it as quickly, but still develops it, of course, and then it develops the area of interest near the Caribbean Sea as well once it gets to the Caribbean, and then could become a concern to Hispaniola. Depends on how the terrain hits there, what its life is like after that point. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's way too early to say long-term impacts with any of these storms. So just something to keep an eye on. Both of these areas of interest are going to be something that will need monitoring over the next few days. Again, it's heading towards the peak of hurricane season. 'Tis the season for the Atlantic to get busy. So I expect to be busy making videos too. That's all for now. Chris Sixton with the Catholic Media.